All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back for another video. We got NBA legends on why Kobe Bryant was better than everyone. Of course, we got Basketball Time Machine by Sean David. So we're gonna get right to the video. Shout out to Sean David and Basketball Time Machine. And let's get it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to take a look at NBA legends giving their opinion about how good and how sensational Kobe Bryant was. But before we dive into today's episode, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. All right, enough said. Let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. Even though I like your intro, I'm gonna just go ahead and skip past it.
All right, now where do we start? I would say let's start with Grant Hill. Obviously, Grant Hill played a very long time against Kobe Bryant and had some incredible matchups. So let's hear what he has to say.
And so here's the thing, man. So he's doing this, and he always look with Kobe. I didn't have a strategy for Kobe. Like, I didn't know what to do. And so sometimes, man, like I would just. He'd go up and shot. I would just hit his arm, like just hit his arm and just like, And the problem too was I couldn't go back at him because at my role, in Phoenix, Nash had the ball in his hand, so I'm stuck in the corner, and I'm not, I'm not a spot up shooter. So he was hard to defend. But in that moment, man, like a couple times I guessed right. Like I'm like he's gonna go right, he's gonna shot fake. I'm not, I know what he's gonna do. And I'm like, and then you know how hard it is.
You're saying this, when you squared off against him, you're saying that in your head as you're defending him?
I knew he wanted to go right, and I knew he had a great ball fake, and I've seen him do it before. And so that one shot right in front of our bench, where he tapped Alvin on the, and so he hit a tough shot on me before that, and I tried to deny him the ball, but he gets it. He goes right, I go with him. He shot fakes. I don't go for it. I get closer into him. I go up when he goes up. You know how hard it is to do a shot fake, reload from three?
And somebody in your grill?
And I couldn't be any closer to him without fouling him.
I don't know what, but I forgot to mention R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I forgot to say that.
Man, this dude, I was like, I mean, I was actually proud of the defense I played.
Yeah.
He had that it factor.
I'm young, but I'm not going to back down from anyone.
I'm going to go in there, I'm going to work hard every day.
As a rookie, it was like he acted as if he belonged already.
Here comes Bryant. Oh, mesmerizing!
He played without fear.
Kobe inside the three-point arc, fades and fires and hit. Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer!
He impacted so many people on and off the court all over the world, on top of being at the very, very top of the game. So there's something in him that transcended basketball.
81-point game.
And to see that performance was unbelievable. Pump fake shot, reverse spin shot. Yeah, I watch it.
Yeah, I study it.
Whenever you talk basketball, you got to speak his name. He is basketball. You can't have a basketball conversation without Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
And the next player's opinion that we're going to take a look at is Shaquille O'Neal. Obviously, longtime teammate, won a couple of championships with Kobe and had this love-hate relationship, but also had this big brother, little brother relationship. Let's have a look.
I mean, and there's the conversation, too, about Jordan and LeBron. Who would you take there?
How come Kobe's name is never brought up? I'm just asking. Like,
okay, all right.
No, I'm just asking.
That's a good point.
Don't get Shaq upset.
Because
I think it's kind of disrespectful. You ask me.
The first time I knew Kobe Bryant was real is when we was at an All-Star game, and he comes to me and say, "Big bro, GP, tell me how every time I can't never get over a pick with you, and you get over a pick with me and stay in front of me. Could you teach me?" When a young guy who is that talented and is coming up and becoming who he is, to come and ask another guy to teach him how to do something.
With the spin, Bryant, Kobe's first All-Star hoop.
It shows volumes of what he was. And I wasn't afraid to giving them tips. In the same year, he made all defensive team, first team with me.
Here's a steal by Kobe. Watch this play.
And then he continued to make it with me year after year. And I just thought about that and I said, that's a kid that had determination and fight and wanted to play basketball and do it the right way.
The next player's opinion that we're going to take a look at is from Nick Van Exel. Nick Van Exel had Kobe Bryant as a rookie and played a couple of years before he got traded. I think he was traded to the Denver Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken.
So.
Anyway, let's have a look.
When Kobe first came into the league, it was a challenge because, you know, being a high school player, you're so dominant at that high school level. And right away, you want to come and prove yourself at the professional level, which is totally different and is difficult. But Kobe had that poise, that determination to really want to do it. He really wanted to prove everybody that he belonged, and he belonged right away. He didn't feel he had to wait a couple years. He felt he belonged right away. His main thing was, when he first came in, is that I'm the best one-on-one player in the NBA. That was his main thing, and we would always try to tell him, you know, this game is not about one-on-one. It's a team game. But that was him. That was his drive, just to be the best, you know, one-on-one player. Because when he got the ball in the isolation situation, he felt he couldn't be stopped. And I think at a young age, when he first came in, I mean, he gave us fits in practice. You know, there's no lie about that. He was that good, and you know, he worked at everything he did. You know, those crazy shots that he takes with the 500 pump fakes and raise up and makes that shot. He literally worked on those things. It's like, you know, when you playing against Iverson, you're playing against a Jordan, a Grant Hill, a Penny Hardaway. Your game plan is to stop Kobe. And I knew a little bit about him. And, you know, you would try to tell guys, look, he's tough. He's gonna constantly keep coming at you. You know, don't make him upset, because all he's gonna do is just, he needs that fuel to really, you know, go at you and hammer you. And playing against him, it was tough.
Special human being, man. I mean, like, a lot of people know Kobe because of what he done on the basketball court, especially his career with the Lakers. But I've been knowing him since we were kids, and, you know, very special human being, taught me a whole lot, especially from the simple fact of having a killer instinct. Like, people seen that when you hear Mamba mentality, like, people hear that late, like Kobe championships, you know, MVPs and everything like that. No, he had that Mamba mentality at 15, 16 years old. I can remember being in a room late at night, because we were roommates on all AAU events, McDonald's All-American Game, Magic Johnson Run Ball Classic.
Soda with the bounce pass and jams it home, and that got him up out of the seats in some high five.
And I can remember we were playing, and Tim Thomas was the #1 player in the country at that time. And Kobe didn't want to go to sleep that night. He was restless, and he would do this multiple times at night. He would just walk around my bed, because my bed was here, his bed was there. He would just walk around my bed, and he was like, hey, man, Rip, tomorrow, you know, they got Tim Thomas as the #1 player in the country. I should be the #1 player in the country. I'm going to go out there and show the world. He said, watch, just wait and see. And I'm like, bro, go to sleep, man. Like, we got 3 big games tomorrow, because we got to win the tournament. He's like, nah, look, trust me. I'm going to have my A game. I'm going to come out there, and I'm just going to destroy everybody that's out on the floor, regardless who's guarding me.
Kobe Bryant at the other end, explosive.
And Kobe came out there and showed the world why he should have been the #1 player in the country. I mean, he showcased his ability to score, to attack, and to dominate. We ended up winning that game. And when you looked at the ratings after that game, Kobe Bryant was the #1 player in the country.
Just in that one game.
I knew Kobe Bryant was going to be special from day one. Reminded me of myself. When I first came into the league at 19, I wanted it out. Give it to me. Take all the shot. So when he came in and he was doing all that, and we had to, like, hey, young fella, slow down. But he would never slow down. You know, all that. First to come to practice, last to leave, that was him.
So how good was Kobe Bryant in my opinion? Now, naturally, Kobe Bryant is not only one of the greatest players of all time, but also the closest thing we've ever seen to Michael Jordan. Yep. I think he's actually the only guy I would really believe who had the capability of beating Michael Jordan in a real one-on-one game. And I think he was just a sensational talent, super competitive, super driven, and I like those kind of players. Yes, he was very tough around his teammates, they're probably not the easiest person to work with, but he had this competitive drive, what I want in an NBA superstar. So Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe was a beast from day one. Like, well, not a beast from day one. Like, it took him a couple of years to actually start honing his skills, but the potential was there already from the beginning, even when he was in high school. Then his first year in the NBA, like, he was kind of rough around the edges. You know, he came off the bench. I think he had to back up point guard and shooting guard with like that. And he had skills. Everybody knew he had skills, but then like after that second, third year, he just went crazy ever since then. So shout out to Kobe, R.I.P. to Kobe. He meant a lot to the league and to the whole basketball community, man. It's just tragic how he left this world. But he left a mark. He left a mark in everybody's heart, as far as like everybody who loved him, who respected him, who honored him as a basketball player and as a person. So he would never be forgotten. He would always be in everybody's mind, everybody's heart, and all this stuff. But if you guys enjoyed the video, just make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new as well. And I'll probably react to this one next. Players, legends that we need to appreciate more. I'll probably do this one next. I don't think I've seen this one. No, this has to be a new one. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video.